His statement comes after Israeli airstrikes hit Hamas targets in Doha, a move that has drawn sharp condemnation from Qatar, which has been hosting ceasefire negotiations. Now, Hamas has confirmed that 5 of its members have been killed in the attack, including the son of an exiled Gaza leader, Khalil al-Hayya. Qatar also says that one of its internal security officers is among the dead. Now, despite the strike, Hamas has stated that its top leaders and negotiating team has survived. Meanwhile, Netanyahu has accused the Hamas leadership in Qatar of deliberately blocking all ceasefire efforts to prolong the war, claiming that they have no regard for the people of Gaza. Hamas has responded by calling the strike an Israeli attempt to sabotage peace talks. The group has stated that its position remains firm and it will not release all hostages without a permanent ceasefire agreement, and it won't disarm until Palestinians achieve an independent state. Israel, on the other hand, has demanded that all hostages be freed and that Hamas lay down its arms as conditions to end the conflict. Meanwhile, as tensions escalate, efforts to reach a ceasefire hang in balance. With us on the broadcast is Major General Rajan Kochar, Senior Strategic and Defense Expert, joining us live from New Delhi. Thank you so much for taking our time speaking to us on NewsX World. A lot of high-octane developments have been taking place in the Middle East ever since Israeli strikes against Qatar. There's been a lot of international condemnation for the same. We've been seeing the UNGA as well endorse a resolution for the recognition of the Palestinian state. Now, Netanyahu has come out and stated that eliminating Hamas's top leadership would bring an end to the war. Hamas, meanwhile, has stated that the strikes have derailed the peace talks. Where do you think this is going to be headed next?
A very good morning, Pia. And, these are interesting times, and allegations and counter allegations we are seeing from both sides. Where are we heading? That's a very important question. It's very, very clear from the intent of Netanyahu and intent of the Israel Defense Forces that they want to capture Gaza and keep it for a permanent sort of a thing. Because see, what is happening here in this entire region is West Bank is also being targeted, and a large number of Jewish settlements are being moved there with an intention that ultimately the domination of the West Bank will also be with Israel. With respect to Gaza, we have already seen the strategy. Already 60,000 reservists have been enlisted by Israel with the intention that fresh troops have to be ducted now, because now is going to be the final assault. And in the final assault, what is going to happen is that all the Palestinians are going to be concentrated in central Gaza. North and south are going to be vacated, and they will be in full control of Israel. Because South Gaza is important because of the Rafah and the Shalom crossings there. And Israel wants to control this entire region. So there is no question of ceasefire. If anybody is talking of a ceasefire, and Marco Rubio is also coming there, we have seen enough of efforts which have been undertaken. So, in my assessment and my reading of the situation, I don't see a ceasefire happening any longer there. And with regard to the hostages, I think it has become a secondary objective for Netanyahu, because most of the hostages are either dead or have been released. Only a handful are there with them. So I think Netanyahu can sacrifice that much. And there is not much internal pressure also I see on Netanyahu, though demonstrations do take place in Jerusalem and other areas, Tel Aviv. But I don't find that kind of internal pressure on Netanyahu. As far as external pressure is concerned, you see, Netanyahu had the impunity to strike in Doha. And if you see, the objective of Israel has been to terminate the top leadership. Israel has done it with Hezbollah, and now Israel is doing with Hamas, because the moment you finish the top leadership, you make this a terrorist organization rudderless. And because it takes some time for the new leadership to take shape. So I think, in my ultimate analysis, I feel there is no sincerity as far as the ceasefire is concerned with respect to Israel. And my last point is the US support to Israel. Uh, uh, it's a double speak from the United States, because on one hand, United States is saying that we want peace. On the other hand, the arms and the military supplies and the to fight this war have been, continuous. And it is not only the United States, the allies also, British, UK also, I would like to name here. They're also, sending all kinds of ammunition to Israel. So as long as United States is standing tall with Israel, I don't think Israel is going to blink. And this strategy of Israel of rejecting a two-state solution, because uh, Netanyahu has been very, very categorical in his statement that he doesn't want a two-state here. So I don't think this two-state is going to come about. And United Nations and recognition of Palestine as a state is one part of it. It's not going to matter at all to Netanyahu, because as long as United States is there with him, I think he will push forward.
All right, sir. With that, I would like to thank